to the forest.
And tonight, take a look at this. Once again, Fresno is cooler than the coastline. We're at 65 degrees tonight in Fresno, 73 in San Francisco, 89 in Los Angeles, and 78 in San Diego. And the Southland, once again, had triple-digit heat, setting new record highs for day 2. Things not as hot for tomorrow. They're actually going to cool off a little bit, but we're going to warm up a little bit here in Central California, but still staying below records, but we might get a little close in some parts of the South Valley. 62 tonight in Merced, 59 in Madera, 57 for Hanford, and 61 for Visalia. And we're a few degrees warmer for most of the valley compared to this time yesterday. That was the case for our highs today. That will be the case for our highs tomorrow. That it looks like we're actually going to cool off a little bit, but it's still going to be fairly mild for this time of year, and we have some areas of haze to deal with here in Central California. Some good news in our local forecast. The red flag warning for the Kern County Mountain has expired, but still expect some windy conditions through the Grapevine and Tehachapi route. Much of Southern California is still under excessive heat warning or red flag warning. It was actually extended for most areas until tomorrow night. And the coastal area, Pismo Beach, San Luis Obispo, under a heat advisory. It was 108 today in San Luis Obispo and 101 in Morro Bay. Very hot at the coastline. We usually count on those cool temperatures when we heat up here, but just not the case for a few days here. So there's that hot offshore flow creating windy conditions. Winds once again through the passes and canyons of Southern California about 30 to 40 miles an hour. There will be some gusts of 50 miles an hour because of this ridge of high pressure creating those Santa Ana winds. This continues at least for one more day. Then it's going to break down, allowing for some cool air to spill into much of California, knocking our temperatures down, and then it might actually feel a little like fall once we get into the weekend and early next week. We topped out at 86 in Merced, Fresno, Visalia, 10 degrees above average, but still below records. Those are in the low to mid 90s throughout the valley for this time of year. I know it doesn't feel like fall, but we're actually a week away from Halloween and about a month away from Thanksgiving here. Hopefully things will feel more appropriate by then here in Central California. Game 2 tomorrow, not as hot, still very warm though. 94 degrees at first pitch tomorrow night in downtown Los Angeles. Air quality here at home is moderate to unhealthy for sensitive groups. In the Sierra, plenty of sunshine up there, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. Federal communities, you will be in the 80s for the most part, a couple spots though in the 90s. Tonight we'll have temperatures in the 50s, so still cool in the morning. You'll still need a light sweater or jacket, but in the afternoon fairly comfortable. It's still short sleeve weather here in Central California. Low 80s for the weekend, 70s in time for next week, and for those trick-or-treaters as well on Halloween.
Too bad they're not playing the World Series here in the valley.
Right? Much more comfortable.
I know.